Welcome back to 89.3 Money FM, Saturday mornings. Welcoming Steve Okun, Senior Advisor at McClarty Associates in our International News Review. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, GVZ. And, Neil sent me a message after I was on CNBC saying I never dress up for you guys. I'm always in a T-shirt. So, Neil, I've dressed up today.
You see, he does listen to me. There is a first. I'm very gratified.
Somebody has to.
Somebody has to. He doesn't.
Never. Hey, not so complicated is the fact that Big Bird is getting anti-vax backlash in the U.S., only in the U.S., as you pointed out earlier,
Just
Neil.
When you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Can a puppet be the source of backlash? Tell us about what's going on with Big Bird.
So Big Bird, of course, from Sesame Street, he tweeted out, or I should say Sesame Street tweeted out and put out a video where Big Bird said, I got the COVID-19 vaccine today. My wing is feeling a little sore, but it'll give my body an extra protective boost that keeps me and others healthy.
Woo,
Ted Cruz,
and then it began.
Right. So Ted Cruz, Republican senator from Texas and presidential wannabe, he tweeted out, said, this is government propaganda for your 5-year-old. And so, hilarity ensues from there. So you now have a Big Bird for Senate campaign up and running in Texas. It raises an interesting constitutional question because you have to be 30 years old to be a U.S. senator. But is Big Bird 6 or is Big Bird 52? He plays a 6-year-old, but he's been on TV for 52 years. But the Senate campaign, I'm telling you, is very intimidating, right? He's got Cookie Monster as his campaign manager. Elmo is a senior advisor. Bert is doing communications. Ernie's the political director. And of course, the Count is his campaign finance director. That is a very formidable campaign team he's got up against Ted Cruz.
That's the actual team.
I don't know if Big Bird's a boy or girl, actually.
Oh, I thought you was actually giving me the real Republican team there. I think this is the future. I think, Miss Piggy next. Miss Piggy will be anti-gun laws. She'll be up in making talk. Where do we end with this, Steve? I mean, how low does it need to go here?
Well,
I don't know how much more can it go.
Ted Cruz said, he meant his tweet sort of as a joke, which of course it wasn't funny. But then Ted Cruz said, well, the liberals just lost it because the entire corrupt corporate media is surrounding Big Bird. They are protecting the big fella. And he said that all this noise about Big Bird versus Cruz, we're not talking about immigration. We're not talking about inflation. And Ted Cruz says all these disasters are happening at once and none of them matter. But you mess with Big Bird, holy crap. Right?
Send in Big Bird. Well, I mean, look, Glenn is off in December. He's heading back to the US. And if Big Bird is available to step into the chair, we'll put Big Bird in the seat.
The more I read the news, the sadder I get. So that's all I got to say about that.
I mean,
when Big Bird is weaponized, we've got a problem.
Weaponized, and when you call trying to get children and make them more comfortable with a vaccine that the government has approved propaganda, I mean, it's just there's nothing off limits on the culture wars in the United States, and it's this grievance mentality that the Republicans in particular have been using, and very effectively, in winning a Virginia gubernatorial seat, almost getting the New Jersey winning the New Jersey governor's race. So it's sad, but it's good to see some people can still have fun with it.
All right, Steve, we got to leave it there. Thanks so much, Steve Okun on International News Review. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks.
International News Review